covers the F major scale. So first, let's take a look at our accidentals to see what black keys we have in the scale. As you can see, only one. The first flat in the circle of fifths is always a B flat. So F major has a B flat, F major has a B flat, F major has a B flat. Do your best to remember. When you feel like you got that locked in, we're going to take a look at our first concept. So let's build our tonic triad. Taking a look at the F major scale, on the first note of the scale, F, we add a skip, so we get an A, and then we add another skip, and we get a C. Our tonic triad is therefore F, A, and C. This is our F major chord. Alright, now let's play our tonic triads and its inversions. So, let's find that F major chord on the keyboard. Thumb on F, third finger on A, and pinky on C. Now, we're going to flip the chord, so we're going to take that bottom note of an F and move it to the top. So now we have a first finger on A, second finger on C, and a pinky on F. Now we're going to flip it one more time so the A is at the top of the chord. So at the bottom we have a C with the thumb, third finger on F, and a pinky on A. Now we're going to flip it one more time and we're right back where we started in our F major chord. Now we're going to do the same thing going back. So watch the C go to the bottom of the chord. You have the C, the F, and the A with a 1, 3, and a 5. Now we're going to move it down again so that A is at the bottom of the chord. The next note is a C, and now the top note is an F with a 1, 2, and a 5. And now we're going to flip it down one more time, right back to our original starting position, F, A, and C. Now we're going to try and play the left hand. So we're going to play our F, A, and a C with a 5, 3, and a 1. We're going to invert the chord, so we're going to flip that F to the top. So from the bottom we have an A, a C, and an F. And we're going to play those with a 5, 3, and a 1. Now we're going to flip it one more time. The A is going to go to the top. So we have a C, an F, and an A with a 5, 2, second finger on the F, and a 1 over A. And then we're going to flip it one more time and we're back in our root position chord F, A, and C. Now we're going to bring it on back down. So the C that's at the top is now at the bottom. So we have a C, an F, and an A. 5, 2, and 1. Now we're going to move it down again. Now the A is the bottom note. So we have an A, a C, and an F. 5, 3, 1. And then we're going to flip it one more time right back where we started. F, A, and C. Alright, so before you play hands together, make sure that you are paying attention to your wrist height. Even though these are all white keys, you still want to keep your wrist above the white parts of the keys. Very often I see students, when they're playing only white keys, their wrist kind of drops. And it's easier to play like the exercise, but the point of the exercise is to be able to play it in music. So you always want good hand position to be able to move to the next chord. So remember, hands move together as a unit. And you want to keep those wrists not like, super high or anything, but just above the white parts of the keys. Let's take a look again one more time at our F major scale and figure out how we make our primary chords. So, when we look at F major, the first note, obviously, F, so we have our tonic triad, F, A, and C. Now our subdominant chord, let's build our 4 chords. So, the fourth note of the scale is written as a B, but don't forget, key of F has a B flat. So that bottom note is B flat, the next note is a D, skip above, and a skip above that is an F. So this is our 4 chord, B flat, D, and F. And now let's take a look at the very next note, which is our dominant chord. So the starting note is a C, and then let's just add a skip above each one. C, E, G, and B flat. So this is our dominant 7 of F major. Now that we got the notes, we're going to take a look at the keyboard and figure out how to play the chord progression. Alright, we're going to start with our right hand in that tonic triad position one more time. So, F, A, and C, 1, 3, and 5. Now, we're going to open the hand. We keep our thumb anchored over F. The third finger opens up to the B flat, and the pinky plays on the D. Now, we're going to move back to our tonic triad, F, A, and C. And last thing, the thumb is going to open down to E. Your fourth finger's already over B flat, and your pinky's already over C. And once you press that down, you're going to move back to the tonic triad, F, A, and C. Alright, now the left hand. So, same tonic triad position, F, A, and C, 5, 3, and 1. Okay, our second finger is already over the B flat, so all we have to do is open our thumb to the D, so we get F, B flat, and D. And once we press that down, we're going to move back to our tonic triad, F, A, and C. Now last thing, we're going to open that pinky just a little bit down to E, second finger over B flat, our thumb is over C, we're going to press it down. And then we're going to move back to tonic triad on F, A, and C. Alright, so before you play your chord progression, hands together, make sure that your wrists are relaxed. So from chord to chord, there's a gentle up and a down motion of the wrist. And it's not because I'm like thinking about picking up my wrist, but because my hands are so relaxed, when my hand comes up, the wrist naturally comes up and down. Because my fingers are curled, they're ready to brace the impact of the keys, so that's why my wrist doesn't collapse when the hand comes up and back down. So take your time, really feel relaxed in the hand, and when you feel ready to try it together, try it with the exercise. Now, last thing in the key of F, we're going to learn how to play our tonic triad arpeggio. So, we already know the notes, F, A, and C. But since it's an arpeggio, we're not going to play it as a chord, we're going to play it broken. The most important thing before you start is making sure that you have an open hand and a relaxed hand. So, instead of playing a 1, 3, and 5 over F, A, and C, we're going to play 1, 2, and 3. So open your hand, nice balance. And then when you're ready, you can start playing the notes. So we're going to press down that thumb on F, second finger on A, and as we press down our third finger to C, we are tucking our thumb, turning our wrist to the side, and then the thumb lands on F, and now the hand lands in the last 3 notes as we play. So second finger on A, third finger on C, and pinky is over F. Now, don't move your hand, you're just going to come right back down. Third finger still over C, second finger still over A. As we press down our thumb to F, we're going to tuck and turn that third finger back down to C, and then the hand slides into the last 2 notes. Second finger on A, and your thumb over F. Alright, now for the left hand. So just like with the right hand, we're going to start in that open hand position. So we're going to put our pinky on F, third finger on A, second finger on C, and that thumb is going to open to the F an octave above the pinky. When you feel like you have a good open hand shape, you're ready to play the notes. So all you have to do is press it down. So we're going to press down our pinky, we're going to press down the third finger, we're going to press down that second finger, and as we press down our thumb, our third finger is tucking over to A, and then the hand slides into the next two notes. So second finger is going to be on C and your thumb is going to be on F. Now we're going to go right back down. So thumb on F still, second finger on C, third finger on A, and as that third finger is pressing down, your thumb is tucking under and your wrist is turning to the side, and the thumb lands on our F. Now the other three notes fall right into place. So second finger on C, third finger on A, and pinky on F. So before we play hands together our arpeggio, make sure that you're really working on tucking that thumb across the hand. Students very often will pick up their elbow, they'll turn their wrist over, because it's kind of uncomfortable to get used to tucking the thumb that much. Don't hurt yourself. But by moving the thumb and really stretching its range of motion in your practice in a safe and comfortable way, the tendons, the ligaments in there, they actually become way more flexible. So focus on that tucking of the thumb across and then the turning of the wrist without this sideways motion or without picking up your elbow. Obviously it takes a little bit of time, so if you can't get it perfect, don't worry about it. But if you feel like you're confident enough to do it hands together, try it with the following exercise. Alright, that is a wrap for F major. I really hope you guys learned something good. Don't forget, like, comment, feed the algorithm, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. Let me know what you thought. You liked it, didn't like it. Either way, let me know. If you really do appreciate the content, definitely check out the link to the merch. I'm wearing one of the shirts. This Chopin shirt is pretty cool. I am rather fond of it, and I hope you are as well. So, until next time, get some good practice and stay powerful, y'all.